Here with Penn State cornerback D'Anton Lynn. Dan, thanks for talking to us today. Can you go into a little bit of what you saw in the film from the Ohio State game? What were you particularly pleased with? Great first half, and then the second half, Ohio State put a few points on the board. But overall, what were your impressions?
I think we were all pleased in the first half. We came out strong. We played the first two quarters about as well as we could have played. We just came out in the second half, and we just weren't executing as well. We were missing tackles. We were missing assignments. We just didn't have everything clicking like we did in the first half, and Ohio State took advantage of that.
So moving ahead to this week, what have you been working on the practice field to shore up some of the tackling and do those types of things that you want to do?
Just the same stuff you always do. Just pay attention to the little things, so we can put it together for four quarters. We really haven't done that a lot this season. We've played good second halves, good first halves, good quarters, but we really haven't played a whole game yet. So, we're just working on the small things.
Looking at Indiana, I'm sure you've had a chance to look at them on film a little bit. Talk about their offense a little bit.
They have a spread offense. It's going to be similar to Northwestern. Ben Chappell probably has a little stronger arm than Persia, but doesn't run as well. Their receivers are pretty tough. All their receivers are tall, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". So they stretch the field and they make a lot of good catches.
Is there anything you do differently as a defensive back when you're playing receivers that big?
Personally, I like pressing them more because I think bigger receivers are easier to press, and they have a bigger target. But you just have to press, but you can't give up the big ball because something about big receivers is, they can definitely go up over you.
It's been kind of an incredible stretch of talented quarterbacks you guys have played. Talk about the challenges, how Chappell fits into that picture with Robinson, Persa, and Pryor.
Yeah, we love going against quarterbacks like that. He's one of the few quarterbacks in the Big Ten that'll throw the ball anywhere. He'll throw the ball, 20-yard out across the field. He throws the ball absolutely anywhere. So we have to be. Most quarterbacks we've played haven't done that. So we have to be aware of that and be able to cover the entire field. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a big challenge.
What does the defense need to do on Saturday to slow down their offense?
We need to put pressure on Chappell. He got hurt last week, so we're not. We know he's playing, but we're not sure how healthy he's going to be. So the more pressure we can put on him, the better for us.
Playing in an NFL stadium, Washington, D.C. on Saturday. Talk about that opportunity.
That'll be fun. It's a big stadium. I watched the Monday night game there with the Eagles and Redskins. It's going to be fun. A bunch of kids have a bunch of family coming. It should be like a Penn State home game for us.
We're heading into the second to last week of the season. Evaluate where the overall defense is at this point of the year. Are you happy with the progress that the group has made?
Yeah, I'm real pleased. I just think we just need to be more consistent. Like I said, we haven't played a full game yet, so that's something. We have 2 games left, so we need to try to finish the season out strong.
Yeah, what would you like to do in these last couple games? What would you like to see the group accomplish?
I just want to play a full game. Go out there, just give it a all, and just play like we can play for 4 quarters.
Why do you think it's been that way? The fact that great half against Northwestern in the second half, great half against Ohio State in the first half. What do you think's holding the group back from playing 4 quarters of football?
I have no idea. It's something that we try to work on every single week. You have to give credit to the other team too. But I've no idea. It's something that we need to continue to work on. Whether it's more film study, paying attention to the small things.
Evaluate the play of the secondary in general. Malcolm Willis has kind of stepped in for Nick Suke. He's done a pretty good job for you guys. Talk about him and the group in general. He's
been doing real well. When Nick got hurt, that was a big loss for us. We really didn't know who was going to step up, and Malcolm came in. He had really had no experience, and he came in and he fit that role real well. He's been a real good tackler. Had a real big interception against Ohio State, and he's been real dependable so far.
So Indiana this week, Michigan State next week, and then the bowl game. 3 games left to play. A big opportunity. Talk about that opportunity here left on the table for 2010.
Yeah, we're trying to get to the best bowl game possible. We wanted to win the last 6 games of the season. We obviously lost to Ohio State, but these next 2 games are definitely in reach. So, if we can win 5, that'd be great.
Before we let you go, what are your thoughts on the Jets at this point?
I think the Jets are the best team in the NFL so far. They beat the Patriots. They beat the Browns, who I think are very underrated this year. They've had a tough loss to Baltimore, but I think I really don't see anyone beating them this year.
Dan, thanks for your time.
Thank you.